Hi, everybody. This is Dottie Berry, aka Coach B, and the Google Hangout Maven, coming to you from wonderful, sunny Blaine, Washington today. It's what I love about working from home. Earlier, I took my dog Riley Joy down to the beach, only about a mile away. Just got back. Us ladies, we're not like the guys. We got to jump in the shower. We can't just put a cap on our head. So excuse the wet look a little bit, but again, that's what I love about working from home is, that I can set my own schedule and do what I want. And it's a lot of fun. So anyway, here we are tonight with, Coach B's Gold Nuggets. All right. We're going to be talking about T-shirts and selling those online via Facebook marketing. Going to be sharing some different things with you, but I wanted to give you, just a little bit of background about myself. I've mentioned before, if you've been on some of my hangouts every now and then, I mentioned that my business was ASI Small Business of the Year in the United States. And what that is, that's the Advertising Specialty Institute. And within that I've probably never mentioned, though, is that I had a huge T-shirt business. In fact, I had like 8 stores around the Southeast selling T-shirts. And, I thought I've never shown this online, but I thought this is the time to do it. This was actually the award for the small business. You can't probably read that. Let me see if you can read it by putting it on my black shirt there. Anyway, I don't know if you can, but anyway, that's the ASI Small Business of the Year Award. And, I did a lot of T-shirts and designs and all those kind of things, and I love doing it. But I'm going to tell you, it was back in the day when it was, first of all, Facebook didn't exist, okay, during that time that I had that business. Let me explain. It's interesting. In 2005 and 6, I did a year-long journey around the United States in a 13-foot trailer. Yeah, that was some fun. Anyway, spending a year on the road, but there was no Facebook. I was looking at a video today talking about Facebook and the timeline of when they did things. Do you know, it was like, I think it was September 28th. I've actually posted this. If you go to facebook.com/Coach Dottie Berry, pasted that today. Or just facebook.com/Dottie Berry instead of Coach Dottie Berry, 2 different ones. One's my business page and one is my individual profile. But I posted about that Facebook video. It's just a short one. It's about the history. Bottom line is, I believe it was September 28th, 2006, when Facebook opened up to people at large. In other words, if you were 13 and over, you could get on Facebook. Before then, it was college students. And I'll never forget, I was on that journey in 2005 when a college student in Atlanta said something about Facebook. I said, well, what is Facebook? And the guy said, oh, that's just something for us college students. So that left me out, obviously. And I just thought, but it stuck in my mind because he said something to me about it. So when it actually came out, I at least recognized it a little bit sooner, I guess, than some people, because they were still going, what's Facebook? And I would tell that story. But at any rate, that year-long journey ended around the middle of September 2006. So what we did is we would put out a newsletter every week, but there was no such thing as Facebook. Can you imagine today doing a year-long journey and the type of, just engagement you could get from being on Facebook and things like that? My point in all of this is, things keep changing, okay? So when I look at what I did offline with T-shirts and the opportunity to sell T-shirts online now, I mean, it's really a no-brainer to want to go, wow, that interests me. I want to see, what I could do, what I can learn. So what I want to share with you is just a little bit about the Power Lead system and how you can get Jeff Mills' Facebook marketing course, okay? Social Profit Academy. Because that really helps you know all the ins and out about Facebook marketing and T-shirts and all like that. So I'm going to do a little quick screen share, but I'll just say, a little bit more about my background was that I coached women's basketball at the University of Kentucky. And I was just thinking a while ago, wow, I did the logo and all the apparel originally for the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. And I thought, I wonder if they're still using that same logo that our company created. Sure enough, they are. I'm going to show it to you. It's kind of interesting, though. But let me just go ahead and screen share here. All righty. And go right here. Start the screen share. Okay. Right here, I'm going to show you real quick, though, before I do that. Let me just see if I can find that one I wanted to show. Oh, Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Here we go. All right. Let me just make sure it's showing up. There it is. So this is the logo that my company actually designed. That I owned the company in Lexington, Kentucky at the time. And so, you know, it's a lot of fun always looking back and knowing that I was a part of history, and not only in coaching, but in a lot of the work that I did. And I would do the Final Four T-shirts that Converse used in the women's Final Four for many years. So it's just been a lot of fun being in the industry, you know, thinking of designs for T-shirts and different things like that. But that's just kind of like a trip through history there. I guess I'll just say that I do know a little bit about T-shirts and kind of that type of thing. What I didn't know about was how to start selling these online. So I want to go back here and take you into Social Profit Academy. Now, if you're in Power Lead System, or if you're not, this is going to be interesting to you, I think. But inside, we have great training that you can get. And Social Profit Academy is our Facebook marketing course. It's actually created by a guy named Jeff Mills, but you just click to log in here, and I think I've already got it up, though. There we go. When you log in, it's just going to take you over here. And what I've done is I've just already pulled it up to the introduction to T-Mills, okay? So here's the introduction to selling T-shirts. I've shared this a couple of times, but I think it's really important if you're going to do something that you know there's a step-by-step process that you need to follow. And it's like with anything else. If you're going down a road and something doesn't work, then you go back to the drawing board and you work on it again. And that's how I'm talking about. Things continue to change over and over again. So I'm working to bring my experience from what I did previously in having a very successful offline T-shirt business with, you know, 8 stores, and then translating that into doing event T-shirts, okay? Because what I did in the stores that were retail stores, I would go into different cities like Atlanta, and we created designs around the history of Atlanta, or just, you know, Atlanta tees or New Orleans tees where I had a shop, you know, different places like that. But then getting into event T-shirts. So it's different now. I mean, there was this type of kind of crowdfunding and these kind of things. That's what technology is enabling us to do. Something that was never before possible. So look at these, what you can go through. Finding a passionate niche. I mean, this is very important. There's 2 key things that you need to remember about selling T-shirts online via Facebook marketing. Number 1, you've got to have a great design or a message that emotionally connects. It's not so much even a great design. It's got to be the message, an emotional connection with the group that you're going to target. And then you've got to target that group. You know, so when you look at the design and the emotion it evokes, if it doesn't connect with people, it's not going to do anything. So this is just about finding a passionate niche, finding design, and finding your Facebook audience. Now, this is key. And then creating your Teespring account using Teespring Designer. I'm going to go over that just a little bit. Very simple. Pick your goal, style, and prices, creating the sidebar sales copy, making a Facebook page. And we're not going to go through all these things, write the Facebook copy, because all of it's covered here. But I am going to give you, you know, just some little tips on various things here, okay? So I'm going to close that out right there so I can bring up another tab. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you too. I created a lead capture page, okay? Now, this lead capture page is about our exclusive T-shirt millionaire mastermind. So we're going to be working with people one-on-one and utilizing Jeff's course, of course, because why reinvent the wheel? There's so much great information there. But you know how it is. If you work together really in a group, sharing ideas. In fact, I really recommend that you partner up with somebody. I partnered up with a great guy, my business partner, George, out of Greece. Now, what that does is that not only gets two sets of eyes and ears and, and so forth, but it's, two brains thinking about things. And think about it. He's from a different part of the world than I am. But what we have in common is just, shared values, the way we look at things, our business commitment, our attention to doing things right in detail. So, we're working together to really create designs and all. So we're going to be opening this up to work with 14 people right now. If you want more hands-on help and looking at T-shirts, okay, and selling them online, getting involved with our, Facebook Social Profit Academy. So very simple. If you go to tshirtmastermind.com, you're going to be able to put in your name and your best email. And even if you don't get selected for one of those spots, it's going to take you over where you can join actually in with our mastermind community group on Facebook. Okay. So either way, there's something there for you to be involved with if you're really interested in seeing what it would be like to sell T-shirts online. I mean, just start thinking about something that interests you. The bottom line, though, is you also have to look at, is there a market for T-shirts in connection with people and what interests you? Usually there is if you just drill it down and find what you're going to do. Now, let me just show, I want to show you, just so you know, you don't have to hit a big home run. In fact, you just want to start with setting a goal of 10 shirts the first time out. Now, that may sound crazy, but that's exactly what you want to do. And Jeff teaches about that. Don't set it for 50 or 100 shirts. Do some testing, but I want to just show you right now the first shirt that I ran ever when I was doing it online, and that it did hit that 10. Now, that's what's called tipping it, because if you don't sell at least 10 shirts, they won't get printed, okay? So they don't charge people until it actually hits the 10. So it's like reserving a spot for a T-shirt, okay? So let me just take you there and show you this right now, okay? Here's the shirt. It's called Trust Me, I'm an EMT, all right? Emergency Medical Technician. Now that's really special to me because my niece is one. I know several different people that are in that, and man, what a great job they do. So anyway, George and I created a design together, putting a lot of the things that are a part of being an EMT. And this is one that's geared towards the U.S. We're working on a Canadian one now, and then we're going to have one that doesn't have the U.S. flag in back there at all. But you can see, like I asked a friend of mine who's actually in the field, is actually a high school friend of mine. I said, you're an EMT, what kind of symbols? I mean, I know some of those, of course, but she was talking about all over the place all the time are these heart graphs. You see, when I move off here, you can't see it big, but see where the heartbeat is going up? That little graph behind there. They're always running those off because they got to see how somebody's coming along, if they're doing okay. So we put in there, hashtag EMT. That's another thing you can do. Actually, on the shirt, we're doing a whole set of shirts called, we got a website, and we're going to be developing it called hashtagswaggers.com. Now, it's not done yet, but think about that. Hashtagging really is about connecting with a message, And then what happens is when people go to search on Facebook or something, they put in hashtag something. So if you can find something that's really hopping right now on a hashtag, you could do a simple hashtag and then the saying on a shirt, okay? So there's all kinds of things that you can do. Now, one little tip I want to give you is, let me just take it off this real quick over here. Take it off that. Let me see where I had this. I had it up because I wanted to show you something on Pinterest real quick. I think that's where I'm working on the hashtag swaggers. Okay, let me take it back over here. Oh, here we are. Now, this is my Pinterest account, okay? But here's what I do, and this is just a little tip for you all, especially George and I, because we're working together. but it's a way that you can do things even if you're not. But first of all, I have a board called Teespring T-shirts. Oh man, there we go. Look at that. So I put these shirts on there. It's just got a few pins right now. I'm going to develop that out. But also what I do, all these boards, you can actually, anybody can see those. If you go to my Pinterest account, pinterest.com/Dottie Berry, follow me, I'll follow you back. Let's have some fun on here. It's all about the pictures, you know. But look down here. I don't know if you know this, but you can create secret boards. So look what I'm doing. Here's the T-shirt designs for EMT, where I was doing research. Facebook groups to market to. Facebook ads, T-shirt ideas. Got a whole slew in there with T-shirt ideas. Just different things. Yoga Facebook groups I'm looking at. Some things, you know, against sexual violence. This month is actually the month for domestic violence awareness. We're working on some things like that. Zumba, you know, all kinds of things. Calendar of events for different things that we can market to. So the bottom line, if you're going to create a secret board, just go down there and click here and name the board, put the description, and then you can keep it secret. So when I'm going to do something with George, I haven't put a name in there, I go in here and put his name in here, okay? So I get George's name in there, and then I create that board. And then he accepts my invitation to pin to that board, and we can pin back and forth in our secret boards, and nobody can see what we're doing. So it's just a great way, because, you know, how many times do you find something and you go, oh my goodness, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do here to keep track of things all in one place, and you have it all over the place. I'll show you something else that's really good to use too. It's called Notepad .cc. Okay, if you go there, you can actually change the URL, okay, and you can create something where you can just write in here, okay, so you can just write in there. You can give it a password. Now, what do I mean? Well, let me just show you one up here. I think, let me just see if this one, if I can remember some of them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I have to put in my password because I've got it protected, okay? So even though I'll show it to you, you're not going to be able to get in and get all my notes and everything. But anyway, I keep all kinds of ideas and everything. So what George and I do is we actually put ideas in there. So between Notepad .cc, going in there, creating your URL, it's just, Notepad.cc is just a quick online way of, you know, keeping things in one place and trading the data back and forth, okay? So it's in the cloud. So you have Pinterest and you have that for kind of collecting your ideas, because it's really important to, you know, just to really keep everything organized. So anyway, let's go over here. I'm just going to show you something real quick. So these are just little ideas I'm sharing with you. And again, you can go in and create. In fact, I'll take you back in here real quick. Let me just do that. I'm going to take you right back in to my company admin. I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in here. And so go to web pages. All right. So you can see right here that I've created these. So if you go to edit, all I did was choose to set up an actual custom page. All right. Now I'll show you how to do that too, but this is the one I've already created. What you do is once you create it is you just go in and fill in the information. All right. I've got a single autoresponder hooked into it. I've got where they go next. I've got description and keywords. Now I've got my background, and I can go in there and I could edit it, but I'm going to keep the same background I've got in there right now. So then I can go to review, and then I view my page. It has me test it, and there you go. There it is. Now I could have changed that background, but I didn't. Okay. So this is really very, very easy to set this up, to create just, going in there and creating your own lead capture page if you want to create something like this. So let me just close that out. So if you're going to go and you're going to, I've covered this many, many times, but if you're going to create, sites and everything, you can go in here and create web pages, okay? Right there with a custom template right there. Want it to have an opt-in form? Right there. So then it brings you to various ones, okay? So right here, look at this one. Let's just click on it. See these, all these, some of them just have email. Some of them have name and email. Some of them have phone number. Some of them have no name, just email. So let's just say we chose this one, okay? What you're going to recognize right here is that the same type of thing I was just showing you from the lead capture page that I did, all right? It's just having you fill in the information, the basics, all right? Name the page, title, the subdomain, if I wanted to give it, hangout.withcoachb or whatever. If you're going to set up a custom autoresponder, which I did on that particular one I was showing you, but you can choose whatever autoresponder. Here is where you're going to tell them what page to go to. You can send something to your primary business, or, like if I wanted to do it right here, I would say go to toconnectmatters.com, okay? If I wanted to send them to another page, which I did in that other one, I sent them over to Facebook, so you all can join in with our Facebook T-shirt community over there, where we're going to be sharing ideas. So the bottom line is you go over here, you edit background. Now, if I wanted to edit the background, I could. See right there? That's what I did with the other one. I took this general template and I changed it to the money going in the background. So it's very easy to do. All you have to do is click on it. I mean, this really is point and click. But where people stumble is they simply don't go through their videos. And there's lots of information here to help you. In fact, when you go on here and you go to setting up anything, you're going to be able to have videos that you can go to, okay? This is what's really great. You can go there and you can watch the videos that's going to help you, all right? So you see right there, instructional video. I mean, it really doesn't get much easier. I really didn't want to get off on a tangent on creating lead capture pages because I've shown that so many times, but I really wanted you to see how easy it was. I just put in my information here, okay? That's all I'm doing. When I go over there, I put in the information and then it comes up. I have my background. So let's just go back and talk just a little bit about T-shirts. So I'm going to go over here, bring up Teespring actually. So I'm going to go into the Teespring account. And all you're going to do is put launch a campaign. Now, I usually bring in my own art, okay? If I'm going to use art, if I'm going to just do a message, I don't have to do that. So upload your own, okay? Or search for art, okay? So if you search for art, look, there's different things you could choose from, okay? You could put something in here and search for it. So there's a lot of different things if you just want to use the resources they already have, if you don't know, really about creating designs. Lots of times I work and start my concepts in a tool called Snagit. Just Google it and get you a free Snagit tool for, I think it's 30 days, And it's not very expensive even if you buy it. I think it's only $50. But that tool I've used so much, and Jeff, it's interesting when Jeff is doing his training, he talks about how he uses Snagit all the time, and I do. I draw concepts in there all the time. It even makes me an artist. So anyway, This is where you do the art. But what if you just wanted to do some text, okay? Then you could say, I'm just typing this just to show you. So what if you wanted a hashtag power lead system? Now look what it did. It made it go outside the printable area. So it tells you, so you got to bring that back in. Now sometimes it still shows up like that. But if I was going to save it, I could just go over here and save it and log right back in, and that won't be there. I don't know why sometimes once it goes out and you bring it back in. Let me just see if I go over here, if it'll take that away. Yeah, it did. So anyway, I'm just trying to show you. So what if you wanted to change that text? Okay, all you would do is go over here. Now, some of the best text is what's called grunge, because it has this kind of, I don't know, where part of the lettering looks missing. It's almost like having jeans today. You know, there was a day when you didn't want jeans that had a hole in it. Now you buy jeans with a hole in it. I told you, everything changes. It's great. I love it. But anyway, right here, this is one, a really popular text. Now, notice that the hashtag went away. All right. So even if you were doing a hashtag thing anyway, you wouldn't have any spaces, because that's the whole point. Now, you'll notice, though, when I went, first of all, on this particular type font, well, we lost this right here because it has no hashtag in that font. The other thing is it's in all caps. And sometimes you might not want that if you were doing a hashtag message. You know, you'd want to use a design that might be upper and lower case. But let's say you decided to do that anyway, okay? So what you would want to do is go back here and add text and maybe choose another font, all right? Go back over here maybe to popular and go to Helvetica and then add the hashtag, all right? You see that right there? Now we've got a hashtag. So then we have to go in here and pull that over. You know, so you got hashtag power lead system. You know, I mean, you might want to make that smaller. It's very intuitive, this system is. Now, let's say that you wanted to make that a color, all right? And you say, well, that's on a white shirt. Well, let's see what it looks like on a dark shirt. Say, well, you got it on black now, but this doesn't show up. Well, let's go over there and make it red. So, you know, that's just how easy it is. Hashtag power lead system. Now, I don't know that hashtag power lead system is one that's trending right now. You know, the #1 trending hashtag of all time is love. Isn't that pretty cool? So anyway, there's all types of things you can do, though, you know, with this. So I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of how easy it is. Now, once you create it, it tells you right here, the cost of the shirts with 2 colors on it like that is $9. The base cost is $9.70. But like I said, you don't want to go here and actually do 50. This is what I was going to show you. You see right here? This is telling us, see, it reached its 10. Okay, 10 were sold in the original campaign. I really recommend that's what you start with to test it and be able to hit that number so that you tip it, okay? And so that now it automatically relaunches if you get 15 more. So now what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll start, you know, sending it out again, seeing about getting some more orders and, you know, let people know, hey, if you want one of these EMT, if you know somebody in EMT, so it's teespring.com/ trust EMT1. Okay, so if you like that or you know somebody who's an EMT, go there and reserve one. And if we get 15 of that, oops, there's a phone. Wow, interesting. It's really funny. I haven't had a home phone in forever. I only have a cell phone, but I was doing something with our internet and the phone just comes with it. So let me go away and just take that off, see if I can. Okay, I'm just going to turn that off. Yeah, I don't usually have to worry about that. I turned my cell phone off and didn't have to worry about that. But anyway, this kind of lets you know, and what you do is you put information over here. Well, Jeff keeps it real simple, and that's fine. We added a little bit more in on it because we were trying to just say the fact that EMTs are so important, okay? So that's that shirt. So coming back over here, let's see where we're, oh, create. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what you do next is very simple. Once you get your design, you go over here and you set a goal, all right? So what you want to do is come back down here to 10. Oops, that's 11, 10, okay? So it says right there that if you did this and you offered that shirt for $20, then that's how much you would make per sale, okay? So, you know, your goal is just to start small, get your feet wet, because sometimes what you think is going to work or do, you know, we were really fortunate. We saw that design. Trust me, I'm an engineer, and they've sold thousands of that one. But, you know, we really wanted to do something for the EMT. So now we're going to take that, now that we got proof of design and everything. And with my background, I'm actually going to go to some local EMT people, and I'm going to show them one of those T-shirts. I'm going to say, I could do up a whole lot of these custom for you with something on the back for your group. You know, so I'm going to contact groups. That's another reason on Pinterest, I'm keeping a list of different groups. I'm going to message them and say, hey, what do you think about this shirt? If your group wants something, we could do up 50 of them, you know, have them available. So all kinds of things you can do with T-shirts. But if I wanted to add something, all I would have to do is add that. And then you come in here and you set your price, okay? Now, Jeff recommends that, like on one like this, that you have it for $22.95, I think is what he has, yeah. And, you know, if you add different ones, long sleeve hoodies and all like that. Anyway, you know, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel right here by telling you some of the things that Jeff goes through in the course. My point is, if you want to sell T-shirts online, I have background, you know, in just doing T-shirts, and trust me, I'm going to take that and I'm going to parlay that into online success. I'm already doing that. I just wanted to show you, like I said, the first one I ever did and hit that 10, because I don't want, you know, people get out there and say, oh, I sold these thousands. Well, they didn't sell 1,000 the first time out, and you're not going to either. So I don't want to, you know, kid you and do that kind of thing. I want you to know that you can be successful, and that I, Dottie Berry, and George from Greece, we're going to work with you and we're going to help you, you know. We're going to do this together. We're going to have a mastermind going. So anyway, I kind of wanted to keep this pretty short tonight, but just showing you how you set that up. And then this is where you come in and you add your description. Now, you can save it at any time. You can preview at any time, all right? But here's where you set up what you want. You go to next step. You can either click on there, or you can come up here and just click on add description. So this is where you name it. You put in your description that's going to show up on the right. You decide how long you want to run it. 5 days, 7 days, 13, 14, 21, however many days you're going to run that. And then you're going to choose your URL. Remember a minute ago when I said our campaign was teespring.com/trust EMT1. That's because we're probably going to do a trust EMT2. We've actually got a design with that on the front and a design on the back. So we didn't want to release that when we first did these. But anyway, these are just some ideas for you to look at. Shipping options, you know, allow buyers to pick up their orders from you. No, I'm not going there. This is why I love all this online, you know. I mean, this is great. No, because they were, you know, people were buying them from all over the place. So they're not going to be coming to Blaine, Washington to pick up a T-shirt if they're in Atlanta, Georgia, or anything like that. Now, if you were in a certain area and all the T-shirts got bought from your area, I guess you could do that. But, or if you were doing it for a group, that would certainly be simple enough. But anyway, this is, I mean, does that get easy or what? And then you can click on refer a friend, okay? So if you click on refer a friend right there, you can share your invite link. You can earn up to $1,000 with every friend you invite. Now, what does that mean? It means you'll both earn $1 per shirt sold up to $1,000. So, you know, that gives the link, you know, and so anyway, this is, you know, this is just a lot of fun and exciting what you can actually do in selling T-shirts online. And it's just like nothing that I've ever seen. I mean, I think it's just absolutely amazing, the opportunities that we have today that we've never had without technology. So that's kind of it for tonight as far as what I'm going to cover. The main thing I want to get you excited about is taking that step to sell T-shirts online. If you are in Power Lead System and you're on plsgoldnuggets.com right now, then that's my own page. You'll notice there's a share code, because you can use my share code and offer your own page using my share code so that people can see the training. If you are brand new and you don't know how to do training yet, or you don't know about the system, you're still learning it, well, just, you know, set up your own page, because that page will link into them joining PLS with you, not me, okay? And so that's a lot of fun for you to be able to bring people into Power Lead System, because when you bring them in, you have the opportunity for them to get Social Profit Academy, okay? And any of the other courses that we have inside Power Lead System. You know, the basic, most of the people know, is you get all of this for $30 a month for the product. I think that's amazing. If you want to be an affiliate and make income by offering people this amazing system where they can create their own sales funnels, lead capture pages, autoresponder. I mean, think about this. Aweber costs a minimum of just $19.95 a month, you know, and that's going to give you like only 500 names you can get in there. Well, you don't get anything like this with Aweber. So I canceled Aweber, and now I just use the autoresponder inside Power Lead System. So how cool is that? And for only $30 a month, you get all of this. And then for $23.97, you can be an affiliate, offer this, and create income. So before we leave, I want to remind everybody about the Wednesday night hangout, okay? Wednesday night hangout. I put that in the email that I sent out, but that Wednesday night hangout is something that you don't want to miss, okay? In fact, I'll just take you right here. If you go to, if you go to PLS Hangouts with, I think this is the way I've got this one set up. Let me see if that's right.
To take the opportunity to
nope, that's not. I must have not have an S on it. PLS Hangout. Let me just go back and try that. There we go. So Wednesday night. What's Wednesday night? It's going to be the corporate PLS Hangout. Why is that important? There's Jeff Mills, great guy. I mean, value. I mean, come into Social Profit Academy. We have a private Facebook group, and Jeff is very, very helpful. So it's all about working together. What I love today, if you want to be successful, is about collaboration, not competition. I mean, seriously, find some business partners, hang out together, mastermind. It's one of the most important things that you can do. But if you go to plshangout.withcoachb.com, then on Wednesday night, you can actually come to this hangout. Now, if you're using my share code, you have your own page that you can send them to, and please go to that person's because this one right here is connected to me, okay? And look at this, Lead Lightning, folks. When you click on that, it tells you special pre-launch funnel will be announced and made available on tomorrow night's hangout. Oh, I can't wait for that. I mean, this is going to be insane. Lead Lightning is going to only cost $7 one-time fee, and you're going to make $6 off of it every time somebody comes in. It's going to be crazy. And that is going to be one of the best sales funnels you've ever seen. It's going to upsell and downsell, all the different things. Absolutely amazing. So please do join us tomorrow night. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. My hangouts every Tuesday night are at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern time, okay? And that is plsgoldnuggets.com. Unless you're using my share code and on plsgoldnuggets.com, grab that share code, set up your own page, drive your people to that page. I'll help in the training. And look, if you want to get on one of these hangouts with me one night, please let me know. I would love to have you on, find out how you're doing in PLS, what you're doing, how you're marketing, and so forth. Anyway, that's it for tonight. And please do go to tshirtmastermind.com and log into that, because what that's going to do, even if you're not selected, that's going to get you over there to the Facebook group, which I've also put on plsgoldnuggets.com. But you won't be considered if you don't come through here, and you won't get our updates on our hangouts that we're going to do just on T-shirts. See, I won't be covering T-shirts every week with PLS, okay? I cover something different every week with PLS. In fact, next week, what I'm going to be covering is about how to set up hangouts in it. So a lot of people don't know this. They think you have to go to your Gmail, click on Google+, do all the things, and I have training on that. But there's actually a way you can go into your YouTube, set up a live event in advance. So what I do is I go the beginning of the week and set up all my hangouts that I know that are going to happen, and then I'm done. I've got that all the way. All I have to do, let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to just prime you for next week, okay? So let me just go here to YouTube, and I'm going to go over here to my channel that I'm logged into. I'm going to go up here to Video Manager, and I'm going to go over here to Live Events. All right? So live events, you can go there and set those up, all right? And then there they are. They're ready in advance. I mean, it's fantastic. All you have to do is go in there, create a new live event, click on that. But I'm going to take you through that. But I just kind of wanted to show you how this is just easy to set up ahead of time. So again, I go there and I set those up, okay? So anyway, let me get off the screen share real quick and say goodnight to you. Anyway, this is Dottie Berry, aka Coach B, and the Google Hangout Maven, saying thank you for being here. I hope that you'll join us next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And please do join us tomorrow night. Lead Lightning is going to be absolutely insane. And think about this. Social Profit Academy is $497, okay? But it is one of the best $497 you'll ever spend in order to learn Facebook marketing, and Facebook marketing specifically for T-shirts. You can use Facebook marketing for anything, and that's what the course is about. But every time you sell that to somebody who comes into Power Lead System, you're going to make $400. I mean, that's awesome. So this Lead Lightning link, that's what I'm going to be using all the time. That's going to take you directly into a sales funnel that is so fine-tuned. It's like having a Ferrari. I'm telling you what, it's going to be great. Anyway, good night to everybody, and thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye for now.